Well, we have to start off by creating the green witch face. So I'm just painting a circle here, and I'll put some music on while I get it all painted and ready to go for the next step. Be right back. I found this green picture online, and I asked for clip art. Now, what I'm doing is just putting pencil mark all over the back of it that I could see where the design was through the paper. And Chelsea's going to help out for just a little bit. But I took it off to show you, so now I needed to erase what I had already done. I thought I was recording, and I was not. Okay, so now I'm going to place this over my painted circle, and I'm going to take this little tool with a blunt round end, and I'm just going to trace my picture. And what that's going to do is transfer the charcoal from the pencil that I rubbed all over the back onto the sign, and it will give me some guidelines to go by to paint this picture. I think it's so much fun to have help when you're crafting. So this is all I will do for the rest of this, and go around every piece. This is a trick you can use if you're like me and have no artistic ability. Although I have been known to be able to copy an image like from a magazine picture or something, but for the most part, that's not what I do. All right, let's see what we got. I think you can see it there. It certainly isn't perfect, but it does give you some guidelines for going on to the next part. So now we'll see if we can make a face on our green witch head. All right, now I'm just using a Marks-a-Lot uh, to trace some of these lines and color them in. It works very nice on these little wooden circles because they're smooth, they're not bumpy. So the Marks-a-Lot fills in nicely. And you can see I didn't remember to do one of the insides of the eyes, so we'll have to fudge that when we get over there. All right, I think you have the idea. I'll get forward a little bit and we'll see what happens. Not too bad. At least you can tell it's a face. Now I'm going to put a little color on there. And I'm going to use some of my Bic permanent alcohol markers. And I think you'll see the first one I tried was dried up. These are quite old. That's why I didn't mind using them on the wood. I wouldn't really want to try some of my really good brand new markers on this wood, even though, as I said, it's smooth. I don't want to wreck the points. And you'll see here, this doesn't work at all. We'll try another one. There's more than one blue in there. So let's get some painting done and I'll be back in just a minute. All right, there you go. I think she's pretty good. Doesn't look exactly like the other one, but that's just fine. I wasn't trying to make it look exactly like the other one. I think she'll be just a cute witch and just going to look perfect right in the middle of the bubble. So we're going to let her dry, and I go back a little bit later and just clean up a couple of those lines where the black got a little bit distorted. And so we'll be back and get busy making the bubble wreath. See you in just a bit. Okay, so let's get started on the bubble. Now that we have a face, and here's what I'm using. I have a 21-inch black mesh and a 5-inch green mesh. And I'm going to put the green sort of in the middle of the black. And see if we can create sort of like a little green stripe. Orange. Good heavens, it's orange. It's not green. Golly gee. I was thinking the witch face. So I'm going to gather these all together. And we're just going to start. This is a 14-inch frame from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take a zip tie. Okay. And we will get that pushed down underneath. Okay, so now I am going to fold under my black and bring the black with the orange, because the black I will bubble out and the orange should stay on top. And this is an experiment. And we'll find out. I'm going around the middle two of my wire frame, and I'm pulling it up as tight as I can to where I just tied it on there. Okay, looking like a possibility. I'm making like 10-inch bubbles. Bring the next one right up to this first one. Okay. Oh, I lost the other end. There you go. Sorry. Whoops. I lost it again. Let's do that over again. Okay. Well, this piece of pipe cleaner does not want to cooperate. All right, let's go back and bubble this black one out. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that I'm keeping my raw ends underneath. And I'm going to do one more in this section. Pushing it up with my thumb close to the next one and twisting the pipe cleaner. Hopefully. Okay. I think I'm going to squeeze one more in there because I want them to be tight. All right, so in that first section I have one, two, three, four, five. 5 bubbles. And it's kind of hard to get this black one bubbled out because I can't see it. There we go. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Okay, let me just get this back in the direction it should be. I think I got that last one twisted. So what we will do is twist it back before we do the next one. And that won't show. I should read it. Whoop. Donna. Okay, we'll finish going around this section, and then I will finish going around off the camera so we don't make this video too long, too long. Making sure my ends are under. I can see that they get twisted easier with this other piece on the top, so you have to be careful. But we're up for a challenge, right? around the middle too. Poof it out. Get your fingers inside the black. There you go. Oh, I think it's kind of looking good. And we can adjust these oranges, make them up or down. Okay. And there's a method to my madness that you'll see. Last one in this section. And there you go, so far. Okay, all right, I'm going to continue going around. I'll get back with you when we get towards the end. Back in a bit. Okay, here it is. Look at this. I love it. Now here's why I wanted some orange. I've got a couple of little things. I have a hat. And I'm going to try to wire this hat on. We'll see how it works out. What I'm going to do is just go down between a bubble here and get to the frame. And wire this side. And get the end of the wire. Okay, and then the other end, oh my clock. We'll go down through another one and wire this one to the frame. Cut off some wires here. And then I have these legs. Let me see if I can get you up higher so you can see the legs. No, down lower. Here we go. So for this, I'm just going to stick them right up here between the bubbles. And they're on a stick. So I'm going to wire the stick to the frame. Now, you know what I think I'll do? I'm going to wrap this around the stick first because I can't really see to do that when I'm in there. There we go. Now we'll just put it in between two bubbles. And she kicked me. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, and with the bubbles, you see, it hides the apparatus. All right, one more thing. Guess what? Her face. And let me show you a fun thing about the bubbles. I'm going to pull the bubble apart, and I'm just going to kind of jam her face down in there. And there she is. Is that something or what? Let me go put her on the door so you can all see him pretty good. She's adorable. Be right back. Here you are. Look at this. Seriously, folks. Isn't she adorable? I love it. I absolutely love it. I have to get way back here in order to even almost get her all in. We'll come up a little closer. And you can see the face we made. We got her tipping her hat to you. Fancy socks. So there you go. There's a Halloween bubble for you. What do we call her? Wanda the Witch. Wilhelmina the Witch. Yeah, Wilhelmina, because then we could call her Willie. So there's Willie the Witch, waiting for Halloween. I hope you had a good time watching this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Leave me a comment, and I will see you again on Friday. I gotta close out quick. It's a long video today. So everybody, stay safe. Stay apart from each other. Keep your distance. Wear your mask. And play by the rules. And everybody play nice now, please. Bye-bye. Love ya.